So I just wanted to shoot a quick before video on the crystal that is original to the watch, and I am about to install this bad boy. It's a sapphire crystal from Lapinist, which will go right there. So I just wanted to show you how to take the bezel off of this. This movement actually drops into the case from the top. I've used a MKS brand popper. There's a little slot right there. Just make sure that you wrap your watch with the plastic when you pop it, because there's a good chance you could scratch it and the bezel pops right off. So you can use something that's not really sharp. Either I used a pair of tweezers, very carefully not to rupture that rubber gasket, but you can just lift it very gently and the glass comes out. So I took off the bezel and the glass slash crystal from my King Seiko. These are the old and the new crystal. I would say it's a little bit difficult to see which is which, but if you just look at the right angle, you could see that the clarity on this one is much better. So the one on the left is a sapphire crystal with AR coating made by Lapinist. So this is the old crystal. The gasket would sit right there on that little rim there. It's a little bit difficult to see. But yeah, you lift that O-ring very, very gently so you don't break it or damage it in some way. And then you literally transplant it to the new one. So I just put the new sapphire crystal on my King Seiko high beat and about to put the bezel on. So I just installed a custom sapphire crystal with AR coating into my King Seiko high beat. This is a 56267,000. So just to recap, you had to pop the bezel from here in that little opening. Then you have to be really careful to lift the glass. This is the original glass. On this little lip sits a rubber gasket. So I reused mine because it was freshly serviced, so it was still good. Make sure it's nicely seated and put it back together. And then I used my MKS press to very gently snap this thing back together. And word of caution, just be careful if you're pressing things. You need to choose the right die, otherwise you are going to mess up your case or your crystal or both.